I said the first thing that God starts with is a promise. The second thing is process. All right. This is after you have decided, I want to do this thing with God. I want the things God has shown me. I want this. I want that. You know what I'm saying? I want this and I want that. God is showing me dreams of this destination. He's showing me a promised land I do not see right now. I want that. Now he takes you through process. Okay? And process is not punishment. Process is preparation. All right. So guys, really, if you are, please, I want to see some hearts, some fire in the chat. Please, I need to see people are locked in because this is so important, y'all. We're all going to experience a wilderness season, and I don't want you to fail. So let me see some fire in the chat. Let me see something in the chat to make sure that this is hitting where it needs to hit. I want to make sure that I'm speaking to the things that you guys need me to speak to. Okay. So process. Now there's some things you need to know about a process. So the first thing that you must know about this process, that you know that you're in a wilderness season, is number one, divine isolation. People are falling off. Doors are closing. Opportunities are drying up, not because you did anything wrong, but because God is trying to get you alone so that he can speak to you without distractions. People falling off, doors closing, jobs in, you lost the job, you lost the relationship, you lost the opportunity. Things are, it just seems like doors are closing back to back to back. And you're like, God, what? Like, people are just walking out of my life. I don't understand what's going on. And like, now I'm not able to do things. I've seen people, relationship out of nowhere, gone. Job gone. Friendships gone. And now you're in this place and you're alone. And you don't understand why you're alone. You don't understand why you're in this place. You don't understand why these doors keep closing. God's like, I want you to focus on me. I don't want you to be distracted. And what we try to do is we try to make things happen and make things work. And we're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get another job. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna go get another relationship. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna go do that. It's not gonna work. None of these things are gonna work because God has said you're chosen and you're called, and I'm not gonna let you mess up this season. I'm not gonna let you mess up this season. And we can prolong our wilderness season by the choices we make in it. The Israelites, they only had to be in the wilderness for a year. Learn this from John Bevere. Shout out to him. They ended up being in the wilderness for 40 years. Why? Because they lost in the wilderness. They lost the test. They did not pass the test. So some of you guys are telling me y'all been in a wilderness season for however many years. And it's like, okay, this is why we're doing this, because sometimes, y'all, we prolong our season. And God will allow us to prolong our season. I don't want you to prolong your season. And here's the thing, not everybody's in this camp. This is why I want you guys to look at this differently. Not everybody's getting sat down like this. Not everybody's being isolated like this. Not everybody's experiencing God saying, listen, I want you to myself, because what I have in store for you, what I have planned for you is bigger. And I need you to hear me and know it's me. I need you to be clear. That's my voice. Because there's going to be things that happen. There's going to be circumstances that you face that you're going to have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt is me. I need you to know. You might have to say no to the deal, and I need you to know it's me. And the deal just seems like, oh, this is out of worldly. This is so amazing. This is this, and this. And you're like so caught up on the opportunity. And you need to be clear that when God gives you that unction, you're like, oh, God is saying no for some reason. I need to walk away from that. or you're in a relationship, or you're dealing with somebody, or you're starting to date people, you need to be able to have that unction that tells you, no, that's not him. That's not them. Or the unction to know that's them. That's her. That's him. That's who it is. Yep. That's her. All right. So again, you guys, you have to under that. That's part of the season. The season is, I want you to hear me and know it's me. I don't want there to be any confusion when it comes to your relationship with me. So I've had to shut things down. I've had to separate you. I've had to do all these things because I want you, and I want you to know me. I want you to hear me. I want you to know it's me. And I'm not giving up on you. I'm not giving up on you. I don't care what it looks like. I'm not giving up on you. You're chosen and you're called. Dr. Raleigh, thank you, Dr. Raleigh, for the support. Again, thank you guys for everybody that supports my everything that I do. I appreciate y'all more than you know. It says, bless you. Isolation and solitariness. Holy means separate yourself. Holy means set apart. Thank you, Dr. Raleigh. Holy means set apart. Not everybody is supposed to be a part of this journey. And you'll find that people will fall off in the wilderness, and you're like, oh, thank God they fell off in the wilderness. Sometimes we're trying to hold on to people that God is calling you away from because you got codependency issues, and God's going to remove that. Oh, trust me. If you don't let it go, he gonna make it let you go. Oh, they just broke up with me out of nowhere. They just up and left me out of nowhere. Well, you wasn't going to do it, so I did it for you. You don't even realize what I'm saving you from. Some of y'all are sad about the breakup, sad about the losing the relationship, sad about this separation you're feeling. God's like, one day you're going to thank me, because the person that you're trying to hold on to is going to be the author of your downfall. You're chosen and you're called. I'm not going to let you settle. The process, divine isolation. Number 2, hiddenness. You feel invisible. You're doing the right thing, but no one seems to notice. You're sowing, but not seeing fruit yet. And that's because God hides who he's preparing. Y'all, I've seen many testimonies of people talking about how they felt hidden. And I'll be honest with you guys, I felt hidden too. Okay? I felt hidden too. It was the first month of my journey, and I had I knew I was in the wilderness season. I had surrendered to it. I wanted the things God was showing me. And the first month was just breaking. I was crying every day. Promise y'all, it was just every day crying. I didn't know what to do, because there was things that God had shown me. I didn't want to be wrong, man. I didn't want to be disappointed. I had been disappointed before. I didn't want to be disappointed again. And so what did I do? I struggled with God. I said, God, if this is not real, if this is not what you want for me, like, please just take it from me. I don't want it. I don't want what you don't want for me. Like, don't just dangle the carrot. Like, if this is not, and I had confused God's character with people's character. And he showed me in this time, no, the people you've met haven't been faithful. I'm always faithful. The people you've met, they've abandoned you. I've never abandoned you. They've forsaken you. I've never forsaken you. The hesitancy was, I had been disappointed so much by people that I had put the way that people had hurt me on God. Like, maybe God's playing with me. Maybe God's mishandling me. Maybe God's misleading me. He's like, I'm not a man that I should lie, nor the son of man that I should change my mind. He's like, I don't mislead. I don't deceive you. You do that to you, and the people you've met do that to you, but I don't do it. So when I say a thing is a thing, it's a thing. When I say you're gonna win, you're gonna win, and that's what it is. If I say this is gonna happen, it's gonna happen. That is God. God is saying I'm bigger than that. And so I was crying every single day, just doubting, because here's what this is what the enemy does. The enemy does prove it, see it. So as you're not seeing what God is calling you to, you're not seeing the other side of the rainbow. You're not seeing the opportunity. You're not seeing the marriage. You're not seeing this. You're not seeing these things, right? You're not seeing it. And the enemy can play with that because he's like, you're believing for that? Remember last time you were disappointed? You were believing for something before and it didn't happen. Remember? Remember that thing you were asking God about like 4 years ago and it didn't happen? Remember that? Yeah. Yeah. That's why you can't trust God. You can't trust you and you can't trust God. He starts inserting these doubts that get you into questioning what God, God told you. Every time it don't look like it, he just throws the reality of it. And you're like, well, God, don't be cruel, God. If this isn't you, and that's what I'm being so honest. It was me. I'm like, God, if this is not you, take it away. Take the feelings away. Take the desire away. I don't want it. You don't have to play with me. I don't want it. I want you. You don't have to tell me this is my end goal. I would have sought you out anyway. And I realized that was the enemy of our souls, who comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But God comes that you may have life and you may have it more abundantly. I realized that every time I was feeling very strong about my faith and what I was believing God for, the enemy was right there with a doubt, right there with some type of thought about my past, why I wasn't good enough, why I didn't handle this, why it wasn't happening. Listen, I heard it. I heard it. And I struggled every day, crying, upset, because I just didn't know if God was really talking to me. And then God told me at some point, I go to church and I'm at my church service and I'm struggling. This is a time of the month where I'm feeling like God's telling me things and I'm seeing things happen, but it doesn't look the way I thought it would. And the pastor says on the stand, he says that God's process, wilderness, is a preparation ground. And some of us are so committed to the end goal, we're not committed to God. So whether we get it or we don't get it, we give up. Hear me again. Whether we get it or we don't get it, we give up. And so he's like, listen, I'm gonna wait this thing out because I need you to be in this for me. What I later saw was that I was in the relationship in the beginning. I bought in on the promise, not the process. And the process is a faith process. Everything in the kingdom is faith, y'all. Everything in the kingdom is faith. That's the currency of this kingdom. And so as I was going through this process of faith, of not really knowing what's happening, I'm seeing signs, y'all. I'm seeing signs. I mean, I'm experiencing signs and wonders. Pam can tell you, just absolute, this is God. So I'm seeing signs and wonders, but I'm not seeing the manifestation of what I'm believing God for. So at that point of this process, I was about to give up. Because I say, here, listen. God, I don't need this. I'm big on, look. I don't got to do this, God. I really don't. Because y'all was hurting every day. things going happening with my job. I'm being isolated. I'm feeling like God's calling me out of this. God's calling me out of this. God's calling me out of this. And I'm like, okay, God, I get it. I get it. And it's like, God, okay. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family, okay? Join my family today.